Hi, my name is William Borman, and I am the Superintendent of the Sunrise Division of the Rocky Mountain region of the NMRA. We are currently celebrating our 42nd year of existence. We were started in 1979 until current. And promoting the hobbies back when we started out, our division set up at shows that were set up at the Aurora Mall, which is now would be called the Aurora Town Center, and would attend shows at the Buckingham Square Mall, which is now the Gardens on Havana strip mall area. In the years of doing those shows there, our module group, we traveled around the state to different train shows. And at that same time, we were offered a storefront in the mall, and we set up a storefront, and one module groups were set up inside there for everybody to see. When the mall was torn down, our modules became totally mobile, and now when we travel with the modules, we take them around to the different train shows. We have done the TCA train shows here in Denver at the Merchandise Mart, the train show in Loveland. We've done the train show in Estes Park. We've done the train show in Dressler, Nebraska for Spring Creek. We have traveled around with the modules to show them off. So a little bit more about our group to support the modeling industry. We have a web page out there through trainweb.org. It's called the Sunrise Division. We're out of Aurora, Colorado. You can go to this website and you can see all of our officers for the current year. You can see where our meetings are currently held. They were held at the Holy Love Lutheran Church in Aurora, Colorado, back when we had in-person meetings. But due to COVID, we now do our monthly meetings via Zoom. They're the first Thursday of every month, and we start our meetings at 7 o'clock. We open up the Zoom line at 6:30 for people to get in, and if they want to chit-chat, talk about, just have the general socialization and talking about things before the meeting begins. This website will also list what we have coming up in the future upcoming months for our club. So to promote the hobby, at each club we will do a tool time presentation, which is where someone will talk about whether it be a tool or some sort of hobby, something they've used or they find that makes their job or modeling easier, whether it be a tool that they bought from somewhere or it is a tool that they've designed and made up themselves. We will also have, coming up in this month, our tool time will be passenger car lighting by Stu Jones, one of our master model railroaders, who went through and completed all the requirements with the NMRA in order to receive that achievement. Our show and tell for the month of March was flat car loads. So people will send in pictures at our meeting, and we'll look at them to see what they'll show us what kind of flat car loads they may have designed to put on for their model trains. And our clinic for this month will be, for the month of March, was Refrigerator Transits, A Brief History by Gary Myers. Well, this clinic here is talking about cars. We've had clinics on building trees, clinics on DCC, clinics on weathering. We have clinics on all kinds of different things every month. On the other side of our website, we also have the different organizations we belong to, the NMRA meetings, our calendar. We also have the different groups or club events coming up for the region, and any of the children of the model railroad and the different groups that we also work with there. New this year to our Sunrise Division, well, not new, we have the Sunrise Herald, which is our monthly newsletter that we put out to all of our members that are registered with the Sunrise Division. Gives you a rundown of everything that we had covered that month in our meeting, with pictures, stories, comments. We have links for other things, like in this particular here, We can see we had the layout of the month was by Stuart Jones. We've had issues where we do spot the differences between locomotives. So we do all sorts of stuff. We have rail yard photos where people can post their railroad pictures that they have taken. Just anything to promote the hobby and show everything that we have going on around there. So it makes it really nice. New this year, we have added a Facebook page. You can find us located out there in the NMRA Sunrise Division on Facebook. You can send an invite to us to join the group. Facebook is out there. That's what all the kids, everybody's using these days. So the members that are part of it, we post everything from questions about modeling to maybe different shows coming up, live train show events. We all subscribe and belong to different things on Facebook, and this gives us all a good way to be able to show the different groups or information that we belong to out there on Facebook, so everybody can see more things and learn more about the hobby. We had talked about that we have a module set up that we go around and we set up at the train shows. The modules are always changing, are always being worked on and having more details and everything added to them here. We can see in this picture here from a couple years ago, as we're looking at here, we can see we've got a corner module. And so we've got a few buildings, we've got a cemetery, and we've got some gray area there. As time permits, when the weather's nice and on Saturdays, before the COVID, we would get together and we would have sessions where we work on the modules, add more items to them, repair them, anything that needed to be done. So here we can just see, here's a picture from a couple years ago. Here's a picture of that same corner from the last train show that we had. You can see we've got trees in there now. The cemetery's got tombstones in there now. We have some little buildings. We got a lake port over there now. So you can see how we have progressed and the module is constantly being added to it. Here we have just a corner of a model showing the detail that we go into on our modules here, right down to we got the gas station here. We got the car with the hood open, the mechanic standing outside of it, and we got people there and the little signs to give us that much more added detail in the module. Here, just the side of the module, going down the one side, showing some of our industry and some of our other buildings that we have set up there. Like I said, this is constantly being worked on. So what we're seeing here, it will be entirely different. There'll be more buildings, more details, more things added to it when we see it at the next train show. Here's just kind of another corner showing one of our trains coming around on the corner here. We can see we got a little rail car diner there. And so we got some vehicles in front of it there. We have people sitting at picnic benches, have a little fence there. So we've got a little dog down there in the grass. So just some of the extra subtle little details that we add in there to make the modules stand out more as they are being worked on. Here we have a video. This is of one of our members of his Union Pacific work train. He has a rotary snowplow on the front of it that is DCC controlled, so he can change the blade and change the direction of the chute. And as his train goes along there, we'll see he has a maintenance away crane on there. There's also DCC controlled where he can turn it, rotate it, raise the boom, and make it operate. So if you come around one of the train shows and you see that train out there, ask him to go ahead and stop it and show you how that all operates. Yeah, it is being done with DCC. And here we just had another picture just showing one of our trains running around on a section of the layout there. As you can see, we have a combination of different train styles, locomotives, and things that we run around on there. Everybody models different eras, different models. and everything. So for promoting the hobby, we use this as a way to be able to let people see what we're doing in the hobby. We are now set up when we do our trains, we have so there where you can actually use your cell phone to run the trains. Instead of using a throttle, you can actually use your cell phone. You can download an app to it and run the trains with your cell phone or your iPad tablet if you're set up for that. Our group has lots of different people in it. We work to all different ages, all the different scales from HO to N scale to S scale, quarter inch. We have all of that. We cover a whole spectrum of age and experience with people in the club. If one person may not know the answer, there's probably definitely someone there that can give you some insight and show you some different ways to do everything. We also, at the Sunrise Group, we have participated in the past few years with the Junior Engineer program that they put on at the show there, where the kids would come by and they would come by one of our stations and they would either ask us questions to learn about trains, or they would actually operate the trains on our module to get checked off on it and then to earn a certificate. So there's just a little bit about the Sunrise Division. It was great to see you and talk to you. Can't wait till we can see you all in person. Thank you and have a good day.